Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I just arrived in museum in West Sumatra, and don't forget to use mask and keep your social distancing, and don't forget to wash your hand in order to reduce about coronavirus in this pandemic. Okay guys, let's watch this video until the end. Dadah.
One, two, three.
When we hear the word history, we immediately fall asleep, right? Maybe it's because the perspective we've been using so far is wrong. In fact, it's easy. We can think of history as a camera or our cell phones. It's useful for helping us to save memories. We can guess the age of something from there. We can also know when and where the photo was taken. Like historical collections are stored in museums around the world, that's history in simple terms. The main reason we may not like history lessons in school is because we can't describe the real use of studying history. In fact, if we have found a way to understand this knowledge, the brilliant ideas will appear by themselves. All we need to do is study the history of the field we are interested in. For example, if you want to become a maritime and shipping expert, then study Greek history about Archimedes. And if you want to be a pilot, study the history of aerospace and the people who are famous in that field, like Habibi. It will be very helpful to add a lot of knowledge. When discussing it as a scientific field, history wasn't considered as important as an official subject, and that's why it's only entered as part of theology or philosophy. It was only in 18th century Germany that historical science was officially seen as an academic field, thanks to this professor, Johann Christoph Gedert. He became the first person to have the idea to compile all the events of human history into a single unit. And only a century after that, the historian's professor became famous and spread throughout Europe and America. It's all thanks to this man, Leopold von Ranke, who gave so many seminars and inspired hundreds of academics to become historians. Johann Christoph was the one who compiled all of human history, and Leopold was the one who helped to develop the science of history through seminars and inspired many people to become great historians. Maybe we know that history is only divided into history of independence, history of Hindu-Buddhist, colonial history, or history of world civilization. In fact, it's all just a small part. There is maritime history, there is medical history, and military history, also clothing history, and of course, all fields that we wanted to do have a history. In Minangkabau, there is a life guide that has been solved from ancient time, namely Kato Nanampe, Mandata Malereng Mandaki Manurun. How we can talk with the parents, the same age, and the younger people. If it's not learned, then it will have a big influence on a person's behavior and ethics. So, the science of history introduces us to a wealth of knowledge and moral values that we really need, but which may not be found in today's world. We can be rich with historical knowledge, and thanks to stories and records from our ancestors, and thanks to the delivery of this knowledge, we have been able to dive into the deepest seas to fly through space, spread all the knowledge we have, and continue to connect hope to the future. And that wouldn't have happened without language.